Please tell me it's like noodles and like
right?
something
Something super
crunchy.
super sloppy. Yeah.
A
Yeah, it's
chili.
pasta.
Good transition online. Hello everyone. Welcome to the session tonight as we continue with our episode here for Carried Away. This episode. You guys had responded to a call of help, a distress call on the Kularan moon of Tilnes. One of the reoccurring, EMPs, bursts of EMPs went off in the planet. Basically, just a little bit of instability in the core had set that off, and something they've used to, and it happens here and now. But this time around, it seemed that this distress call came out. That was odd because there is a company that does mining on the moon, but it was odd that there was this distress call came out because there shouldn't have been people around for that. So let's see, some Uzak. Those are the two I want. So you guys had gone to Tilnes, spoke with Nevin Cash, who was a member of the Berg Mining Company, and he basically told you that, let you in on some details that he knows a little bit, kind of some under-the-table information that the cartel was known to have been in the basically in the mine still. They had been rumored to have been there, supposedly driven out, but it seems like they had potentially came back and or had still been operating. So either way, donning some breath masks because of just something in the air that potentially had been exposed from the EMP blast, shutting down a lot of equipment and other aspects of the interior base. You guys headed in and began your exploration. You were able to get into this base, and then you found, at least in one room, you came across some sort of chemical blast, all blue-colored spray across the walls. And then in true Looney Tunes style, there was a silhouette of a figure on the wall that seemingly took a big brunt of the blast. And continuing your search, you went into kind of the kitchen area of this facility just to find a very gruesome sight. Just the room strung about with bodies, hung on the wall, just piled. Most of them all Karaites, which would make sense that, as Cash mentioned, the cartel is the ones down here in this base. But there were 2 or 3 humans, actually, that were among that. And upon inspection, you found a tattoo that, Valen, you recognized to be similar to that of the ancient temple, dark temple that was on Elmas. And during that investigation, you guys heard a scream from deeper within the base, and you went and investigated that and came upon a Karaite that looked much different than what you know them. They generally, maybe top out at 4 feet, if that. Definitely a smaller sized creature, but this one looked closer to a average, human size. Just beefed out in all ways, hulked out of his clothes, just wearing, his torn apart pants, and just had a deathly rage in his eyes. And it seemed like he had just been working on a fresh snack and turned to you all for an even fresher one. And you engaged all of you, and luckily you were able to get out of that, some better than others. And that's about where we pick up. You guys had quickly done a perception of the room, of the cavern here, and I forget who specifically. Looks like probably Krellin would have found it if the last perception checks we went by. That you picked up a small silver device that had some red blinking lights on that.
Yes, I do believe I did pick that up. Can I inspect this device?
You can.
All right.
So just looking at the case, it's got a trio of red lights that are flickering on and off in different pattern on the side. On the other edge, there is a latch, a small latch, that is the means to open this up.
Does it appear locked or like it has any kind of
Nope.
trapped mechanism or anything?
No, it doesn't. It just looks like a, a simple latch that, it's a secure latch, but it's not locked.
All right, well,
The lights aren't like speeding up in their frequency of blinking, are they?
No.
Okay.
Is this thing electronic?
I'm just gonna open it against every better judgment I have.
Okay.
I'll point it at Dak.
I said that. Move back down the hallway as he starts to open it.
So as you open it up, so Valen, you do kind of whether that was in character or out of character, it does strike you that this is electronic, and it's a bit odd that it would be functioning.
And there didn't an EMP hit like not long ago? Wasn't there one when we were in here? Or was that before we got in here?
I believe it was the ones were before you got in, yeah.
Okay.
Well, perhaps this case was introduced post EMP.
So
Or
you
something that shields it from an EMP.
you had Krellin, you open up the case, and inside you see a series of tubes filled with swirling green gas.
You found the internet, Krellin.
Tucked in amongst the tubes are small little packets, some like bricks, and some wires.
Is there any missing from it, like based on how it looks?
Any what? Mixing?
Missing. Sorry.
Oh, missing. Nope. No, it looks all intact. Everything is there. It's for the most part neatly put together in this device.
All right.
What'd you find, Krellin?
I'm not sure. Some kind of drinking liquid, perhaps. Alcoholic in nature? I'm not sure.
Do I recognize this liquid from before?
It looks quite similar to. And I said blue in the recap, but it was green in the in the office, Kobas's office. Yes, it looks very similar to that.
Krellin, that's the very same stuff you told me to leave where we found it. I'd be careful with that if I were you.
Yes, I was being sarcastic. It's some kind of creepy-looking liquid in a beeping case on an asteroid, which is stress signal, and there are monsters running around.
Totally normal,
I would not
right?
consume anything. Well, for us, honestly, this is a bit, mundane.
The least weird thing we've seen, yeah.
Yeah,
if you, Krellin, if you want, yeah, I guess you're the one kind of looking at that. Give me just a straight intelligence check. All right, very nice. So, just kind of the way that this thing is put together and whatnot, the tubes, the wiring, and then these packets. You're pretty sure this is, explosively rigged. That likely the the little, the extra parts in here are basically the explosive aspects of it. And, as you all are putting two and two together, relating to the potential blast in the office, likely this is a similar contraption that would go off and send this chemical agent airborne.
Right. I'm just gonna close the case, and am I able to lock it?
No, it doesn't really have a lock. It's just it's like a heavy latch, but yeah, it doesn't have a...
Sure. I will close the latch, and then I will put the case down and very neatly take my little tie off, and I will tie it around it to make it extra secure.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we should drop it. Seems explosively rigged.
Yeah, you know that it's explosives. And you, Krellin, yourself, not one that's familiar with disabling devices of such nature. You could potentially ask your counterparts if any of them have, but that's a potential thought as well, that maybe you could disable it as well.
Lan, is that something in your wheelhouse? Is that something you can do?
No, I'm afraid I'm not too versed in demolitions.
Dak, what about you?
No, fortunately I am not as well. I try to avoid things that explode.
Don't we all?
Well, I could try to disable, but it might not go too well.
Is this something that Lan, with just a general knowledge of technology, would know how to dismantle, or would this be something like a specific domain?
Yeah, it's gonna be like, it's more proficiency with demolitions, tools and kit, whatever.
Gotcha.
Give me... Oh, let's see. Yeah, if you want, Lan, just give me a just a straight intelligence check.
Okay.
All right. So, you think that you have a chance at disabling it, minus the, sans the tools that would definitely help you do that. But it could be difficult. It's not impossible, but
I could try to assist you in the Force, give you a little bit of guidance, maybe help you figure it out, but I'm flying blind as well. But it's best I can do.
Seeing what happened to the last fellow who got hit by this blast, I don't think we should leave it up to chance and do it yourself, pulling up your bootstraps type tools that I can pull together here. I think we might need to bring this thing out, see if we can get an expert to look at it.
I don't disagree with that one. Is there a chance those explosives can go off while we still have it, though? Like, should we leave it down here and have somebody come back down, or should we go up and try to see if they can bring somebody over to us? I'm sure the situation up there is probably being handled as we speak. I'm sure they've got some sort of response mounted by now. We couldn't have been the only people they called in to help with this.
Just from looking at this thing, do I have any notion of what is the triggering mechanism for this thing?
It looks it looks like give me a technology check, actually.
Okay.
So it looks like it has both a remote and then a timer capabilities, setting capabilities. Right now, just kind of looking at the lights and whatnot, it seems that it's simply just in a standby mode. It's not triggered or anything, so seemingly in the clear.
All right, I turn to the rest of the group and say, well, looks to be off. Safe enough for transport, but we don't want to be jostling it, I suppose.
Yeah, if we get it out of this section of the mine, this is a mining facility. Hopefully, somebody here maybe is familiar with explosives they might use in the mining operation here.
Good thinking.
So I guess the next question is, if we're taking it out of here, who wants to hold it? I'll do it if nobody else wants to. I kind of signed up for this for life, so no sweat off
Works
my
for
back.
me.
That is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I don't think that's how sacrifices really work. I think it's more me doing that than you, but fair enough.
But we're letting you do it.
No, you're just being a fool.
Probably.
We're being safe.
But who's more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him? Hmm?
You guys have been following me, so
And you came down
You.
here.
you are the ones who jumped at doing this job immediately, not me. I came along, but at this point, I think we're all kind of idiots, so
Yeah, but
Yeah,
500 credit.
500 credits.
Think
Valen,
of how much, think of how much you could lose at the Bach.
it's true. Valen, for your bravery and selflessness, get an extra inspiration there.
Oh god, I might need it.
You might. All right. So,
Well, and plus I don't know if this case is going to help us or not, but I'd be curious to find out what the cartel was doing down here, and especially finding these two humans. Seems like there's bigger things at play here than just a research facility.
Does this case look like it was made like locally? Or like, does it look like it could have been made with stuff here in the mines, or is this something that got brought in from outside? Do we know that?
it looks manufactured very well, and so just
so not here.
yeah, most likely
Not
not
a
here.
cave. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's definitely pretty well.
So what we know so far is that someone brought this in here, at least two of them, this one and the one that went off. I'm assuming the other one that went off is the same kind of thing, kind of deal. And there's that guy.
Valen, give me a intelligence check, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Not good.
And yeah, we looked around. There's nobody else down here, right? We came down. Can't remember the guy's name, but the head Hulk guy apparently was
Kobas.
Cash?
Bass. Yeah, it was
Nevin Cash?
somebody.
The other name I have written down.
the
The
Hulk guy.
Kyrite. Yeah, that
So-
was Kobas.
Kobas.
Or Bocas,
Oh,
one of
okay.
those.
But he was, I guess, eating somebody basically at the time when we came down, or had just killed somebody.
Yeah, so there is a body nearby. So after your guys' conflict with him, encounter with him, looking around the room, near the body of the victim is where you found the silver case.
Okay, is the victim a Kyrite as well, or a human?
They are a human.
Okay. If we investigate that human, do they have the same markings as the other two fellas we
Yes.
found up in the
Yes,
Cafeteria
you
of
do
Death?
see
Okay.
the same tattoo.
Okay. All right, so guess if we're trying to connect the dots here, it looks like these humans that have something to do, Valen, I guess, with some Jedi temple or some sort back on your planet there, Almus.
Yeah,
It looks
that's
like
the
they may have
short
been
story.
they have brought this case in, so
I wonder, are these
either they're
some sort of cult?
either doing some testing with this agent potentially, or maybe cleaning up a mess of everybody that knew what was going on here. Looks like anybody that knew
Hmm.
anything is dead, and that hard drive's also been destroyed. That Land found.
Yeah, that thing was vaporized, unfortunately.
Lan, did you happen to get? Do you have your holocam still on?
Yeah, Lan taps this pocket on his vest and says, "Sure, I'm recording this conversation."
Okay. Did you happen to get a look at that tattoo, just in case? I think we can describe it well enough, but just in
Oh
case
yeah,
somebody
don't
needs to
worry,
see it.
I got a close up.
Perfect.
Dak
All
makes
right.
a mental note that Land is constantly recording things he says and does, and to ask him to sometimes turn the camera off.
Cannon will be used against you in an intergalactic court of law. Is there anywhere else in these tunnels? How far do they go on? Wasn't this like a series of tunnels or something like that? Like,
Yeah, so it looks like there's lots. It potentially can go all over the place. Knowing that this is a base, cartel base, there's likely somewhere places that are, like a barracks type place, living quarters and whatnot. But everything looks pretty dark and rough. Basically at the reaches of your vision currently.
okay,
Valen, give
well,
me
Okay.
a lore check as well.
okay.
So, your time at the temple and whatnot, you may have. There was an incident recent with the grass. I forget the grass. The Kulathan, which you would know
Yeah.
about. That was dying out on Elmas, and there was some things going on with that, and eventually it led to you would know there are some records that there were some other heroes that were around recently as well that had dealt with that situation and fought a great evil there on Elmas. And out of that was it was the Jedi Academy, initially dismissed as a rumor, but there was essentially this force-sensitive cult called the Believers, and that you get a little bit of sense that you think these people might be part of that group.
Were they based on Almas?
There's some rumors of that, but it's not defined where. They showed up in a few other places, but basically the yeah, there was that in the Sith fortress there on Elmas. There was the incident there with the Believers.
Okay. Oh, because I'm thinking, I'm assuming that Almas has some sort of like air traffic control, like they know who comes and goes from the planet, at least for the most part. So they'd be able to tell if like people were coming and going at a large frequency or slipping in and out or establishing some secret base somewhere else on the planet. Like they'd probably be able to detect something like that, and we'd be able to recognize them.
Potentially, but you're definitely aware that people can, including yourself, mask things through the use of the Force.
It's true. Not quite a skill I've mastered yet, but I know it's possible.
Oh,
So
that'd
either
come in
way,
handy for smuggling.
it might. I mean, if you had
You
the
should,
force and needed to hide
you
it,
should. We've got some downtime. You should work on that, that ability there, Valen. That'd come in handy.
well, that costs credits, Dak, and I keep giving you my credit.
They don't train you for free at the temple? What kind of scam are they running on you?
It's not that it's not free, it's that for that master to train you, they need to stop doing certain things, and if they stop doing certain things, then maybe other people start losing money, and so they've got to pay it. So it's
Sounds
not
like
like
one of
any.
those. Sounds like one of those hut pyramid schemes I've heard about.
The only pyramid schemes I've heard about are on the moon of Yavin 4. So
So, Todd, you said that within this facility there may be some other places to check out potentially, like living quarters, a barracks, etc.
You can make that assumption just based on, there's a lot of people here, and you all have only gone through basically the main that front entrance area, control area, and then through a few offices, and then like that kitchen area.
Okay.
Yeah, so you make that assumption.
did we get a map for this place?
No, not really a specific
we got
map. You
some
basically
sort of
just
map.
got some directions to get down to the base, but as far as the base
Oh.
itself, no. As you
Okay.
guys are, just discussing things and what to go from here, you do hear there's a slight pulse in energy in regards to the lighting and whatnot, as if there was a draw on the power. Just a real simple flicker, and maybe Krellin for sure likely would hear a little bit of some electronic startup sounds as well, some kind of devices and whatnot. Seemingly sounds like something coming online.
I would point that out.
Like, is this stuff recovering from the EMP finally, or is this another EMP?
Is there like Sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Looking around, does Land see like any kind of console that's like regulating the atmosphere in this place, or like the temperature or something, just to see if like power is restored to like a screen or something nearby.
In this area right here, there's not really much. You'd probably have to go back towards the kitchen area or into those main offices and whatnot. It's seemingly that they've built this base into the structure, and then maybe some of these caverns dug out / natural caverns that they utilized, and then maybe they built built where they needed to, or furnished areas such as other offices or whatever else they had going on. So, but there's not really, just kind of like mining lighting going along the walls and whatnot to, just enough light to help people get around.
So we probably come across
Okay.
the main actual part of the complex, and the rest of these are just the tunnels they work in. I wonder, well, do you think this is enough for what they had us come down and do?
Well, all
I
they
guess-
really wanted to do was investigate the distress signal. I think we can
Which we haven't
say we
found.
thoroughly.
Have we found it?
I don't know if there's a certain console that triggered the distress signal, but I think we can probably make the assumption one of these people, before they were killed and piled up in the break room there, may have triggered that distress signal.
So how long ago did they get the distress signal? Did we ever know that? I don't know if they told us. I'm trying to figure out the timeline here.
I think I got that information off of Celis Bowles' data card.
All right,
He was the Karaite who was like working for Kobas who I found the melted
Yes,
hard drive.
and that
He was working on like an encryption project. Some kind.
well, not. Yeah, so
Something
it was
related to that. It's kind of vague.
14 days ago was the last entry. And then again, he said that visitors have gone. There was people that visited, just saying it makes them uneasy. People of Kalaran dislike us. It was humans that they came in. I know that I will complete this thought later. And then he starts saying, explosion in the south corridor near Kobas' office. Should go. And then the message is kind of like as if the letter O was just held down on the keyboard. And then eventually the file ends.
Okay. Because I'm just curious, like, when did they receive this distress signal? Because who sent the distress signal? I mean, we can at least then narrow down where we need to look. If it came less than a week ago, it was probably the humans that were down here somehow. Because the Karaites, we know, have been dead for like a week? Or something like that?
If not longer, yeah.
Okay. So it couldn't have been them if it's less than a week, but if it's longer, maybe it was. I'm just trying to make sure we cover all our bases here. If there's someone still down here that needs our help. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'd feel pretty bad leaving them down here with this stuff. Especially if there's another one of those things lurking around. They can't turn invisible like I can.
Well, if there's another one of these fellas like old Kobas back there, then we might need to call in the cavalry and get some backup. Because that guy was tough. I don't know about y'all, but
I think we are the cavalry.
Yeah, I mean, we need numbers. If there's more of them in there, we'll get overwhelmed.
True enough. Did we ever actually get a head count of how many people worked down here? They were kind of vague on that, weren't they? Just
No, 'cause as far as
so
as far as they know, no one's supposed
Cash
to be down
knew
here.
this was supposed to be an empty facility, and the
Yeah.
cartel moved out.
Cash was kind of just pushing rumors as well, and then the distress call kind of helped reinforce some of those rumors that give some weight to them. That there was still somebody down in here.
Krellin, you said that you heard some machines starting to power back up. Can you tell which direction they were coming from? Are they back the way we came, or further down some of these tunnels?
A good question, Todd.
Back the way you came.
Okay.
Okay.
Valen, you would recall as you were kind of thinking over the timeline that the Karaite bodies that you inspected have been a good week or so, but the humans, I believe you did figure out that they were potentially within the hour.
Oh, within the hour? Oh, okay. Like so.
Pretty sure you had figured that out.
Yeah, as far as I remember, it was about an hour, he said. Well, I mean, we can either take a look around the rest of the facility as best we can to see if anybody's still down here, or we start making our way out of here and see what's powering back out in the main part of the facility.
Well, I'd really like to get this, whatever this device is exactly, up to someone who knows more about it and knows how to handle it. That'd make all of us probably feel a lot safer, and I'm sure the Karaites would appreciate someone looking into why there's a virus that kills them, or does that kind of weird stuff to them, turns them into hulking monstrosities.
Yeah, they might be the kind of appreciative that fills your account with credits.
They've given us money before for stranger reasons. I don't even know why they gave us those credits that one time. But yeah, who knows?
So just to clarify, we're considering leaving? Unless I misunderstood?
Go back in the main area if that's where all the main electronics probably are. We can at least try to figure out where the distress signal came from.
Valen, are you able to do that disappearing act on other people?
No, I don't believe so. It's difficult enough to mask my own presence. I know Master Poof at the Jedi Temple on Coruscant can probably do something like that, but not me. I'm not
With a
anywhere
name like
close.
that, I suppose that's probably fitting. Poof, he's gone.
And he's really tall too. He's like the size of 2 Wookiees. It's ridiculous. And
Yes, the
he's gone.
long-necked fellow. I've
Yeah.
listened to his podcast. Excellent man.
He has a podcast? It's a podcast.
We don't have time for this. Well,
Land,
It's a video hollow display of pod racing.
yeah.
Oh, podcast. I heard there was
Yeah.
a Jedi Padawan that used to do that. Pretty impressive stuff.
Now this is some podcasting.
Well, perhaps if we want to know what's we're into, try sneaking through it. And worst case scenario, I come sprinting out and we leave.
well,
That
Corellin,
totally works for me.
well, Corellin, if you want to scout ahead with a little bit of deception on your side, Land pulls out like a little device that he's got in his vest, and he demonstrates that if he uses it, he can turn invisible. So I've got a tech power I can use on you to turn you invisible if you want to scout ahead.
Oh, sure, that would aid me in doing this. I mean,
You are invisible for up to an hour, as long as I concentrate on this. So Land sticks the device on you, and you just whoop, disappear, turn invisible.
all right. So there's like is there multiple paths in here, or is there just like one path forward?
For what?
I like to go deeper into this place.
Yeah, there's a few different, hallways, for lack of a better term.
Does any look more important than the other?
I guess there is one that's more of a main hallway that's lit up a little bit more than the rest. Lan, so after you cast on Krellin to obscure him from view, you make note about his timeline there, and that might remind the rest of you as well that check your breathers, that you are within an hour of air left as well on those.
Okay. Well, then I should probably make this quick, and I will try and sneak my way down the main hallway, see if I can find anything of note.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
So does the invisible just give me advantage, or how does that work?
No, just lower DC, but still gotta be quiet. You're not quiet.
Perfect.
Only
Not
invisible.
quiet? Oh, that was shit.
Alright, so you continue down deeper into the natural cavern area, and it just seems to carry on for a ways. Looks like it gets into some areas of some work areas here in what would be the mines within the moon.
All right. I'll just return and invisible just say nothing of note.
Oh, what the hell was that? Could have warned us you were back before you just start talking. It's like, oh, I really should extend my awareness in the Force.
I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder on one side and then take the device off and be on the other.
Well, I guess if you didn't come across any living quarters or additional areas of note, we should probably start getting out of here before we run out of air. Now that the power's coming back on, maybe some of those computers that were dead previously might have something of interest on them.
That's a good idea. Well, shall we?
Yeah, I guess let's start heading out.
So, do you want me to walk in front with the virus or walk in the back with the virus?
You can walk in the back. That way we're not walking through it in case it blows up in front of us.
And if anything happens, just know that I'm gonna take this case and throw it down the hallway so that we don't get hit by it and try to block it. Hopefully lock it in a door or lock it in a room or something.
Sounds good.
I don't
We're
know.
gonna die.
I don't. It's got explosives on it and a virus. I mean, it's two things that I can deal with the virus. I don't know about the explosives, but
Can you?
maybe I can use the force to stop it somehow. Yeah, if I even can.
Dak will lead the way in the front, so he's the furthest away from Valen in the case.
I will go side by side with him.
I'm going to give myself guidance just in case I need to do something with this case. Hopefully it helps.
Pray into Force Gods.
It's a concentration thing too, so I just have to remember that.
All right, so you guys are heading back up to the front of the base.
Yep.
Okay. So you head up back through the corridor that led you down here to this cavernous area, and come up into the kitchen. As you get closer and closer to that, you feel the cold, the lower drop in temperature in the kitchen area, and again are greeted by the gruesome sight of all the bodies and whatnot. Everything seems the same from before. It doesn't look like there's anything really different. As you move through the kitchen, you guys head through the hallway with the offices and whatnot. Give me perception checks. All right, Krellin and Lan, you notice that it seems there's a little bit seemingly additional lighting from down the hallway in the main entrance room where you came in.
I point this out to Dak and Valen.
Were those on when we came down here?
No.
Did they come back up recently? Is that what we heard? Or did
Lan's
someone
gonna
turn them
load
on?
his rifle, just in case it's someone who
Oh,
is still alive down here, who's turning stuff on.
Can we shoot to stun? I mean, if it's one of those monster things, I get wanting to take it out, but if it's somebody else, we might need to question them. At least make sure they're not. At least make sure they don't have the tattoo.
Well,
We'll see.
Just a thought.
we'll do our best, but don't make any promises.
Fair enough.
All right, you guys continuing on?
Reluctantly.
Yep.
Gonna make sure guidance is up on myself.
All right, who was Dak? You were up front,
Yeah.
and I think Krellin right with him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys come down the hallway, and as soon as it opens up and you get closer, you first see shadows. There's definitely some shadows of figures, and then as you come into the room, you get eyes on the figures in these room that are casting these shadows. You see quite an unpleasant surprise. Two more of these Karites, but of these mutated variety, just heavy muscles, larger and taller than they normally are, the large exaggerated jaw, just kind of standing there, they look almost in a daze, just kind of a blank stare as you guys come in, but behind them, kind of to the sides of them, you also see two human males, and they are positioned, these four figures are positioned essentially between now you and the exit of the facility. Both humans are wearing respirators of their own, and one of them steps forward and says, kind of gestures towards Valen as you come in. Leave what you have found, and we won't kill you. You can see there's almost a look of disappointment over his face.
Do we see those? Did you say we see the tattoo on them? Or is it visible?
It's not visible. They're wearing clothes.
Do they?
Because the tattoos, I think, were like upper shoulder or something.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think, yeah, something like that.
Were they wearing like a uniform? Like, were they wearing all like the same style of clothes, or was it just random assortment?
Yeah, it wasn't too similar.
Okay. Nothing that would actually definitively tie them together. Just
Right,
our
not
own
necessarily.
Okay. Well, I'm not giving them this thing at all. Like, no way.
I'm also not dying on Telus, whatever this damn asteroid's called. I can't remember the name.
Tilnes?
Tilnes, yeah. I'm not planning to die on Tilnes either.
Me either.
Who might you be? Dak will say back to the whichever human had, I guess, addressed them.
The gentleman looks forward and he says, it doesn't really matter, but I am Osaya.
And this device is yours or some of your friends?
Yes, it does belong to us. We are here to retrieve that. So we can make this easy. Simply hand it over. We will step aside. You can be on your way.
What do you plan to do with it?
Is it?
The human just kind of looks back at you, Valen, and says, honestly, I'm not even sure what it is. I'm just here. We are here on orders to retrieve the device and take it back with us.
You said there was what, two humans?
Yes, 2 humans, and then there's
And
2 of the Karites as well.
But the Karites seem to not be doing anything at the moment.
Yeah, you, Dak and Valen, give me perception checks. Okay. Valen, you definitely get a sense from the Karites that they are under some sort of mental influence.
Okay. Not necessarily the Force, but something
No,
controlling?
it seems similar to that.
Okay. Well,
Okay, I was just wondering because obviously the Karite didn't have a problem killing the human down in the cave, so it's not like they're buddies with them. So I was okay, so they're actually controlling them.
so where exactly are the Karites and the humans in relation to each other? Like, how far apart?
I can show you.
Oh no.
Never ask a question.
It's an important question, though.
I'm trying to think if Dak has a grenade or not.
I mean, we have Valen.
No.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Let's tell him to throw the case, and I'll shoot it out of the air.
Unleash me on them.
TPK.
All right, so map should center here, and
Because if it was just, yeah, there's no way we can fight two Hulks and 2 dark Jedi Force using fellows. So we may have to leave this case behind. Oh yeah, look at Lan and Krellin with their with their low HP, especially. Valen's used all of his force points up, and the way out's over here.
Yeah. Yeah, so actually, I mean, it really should have been up here, so, but yeah, they're definitely, you know,
Oh, they're in the way. Okay.
Yeah, they're definitely an obstacle to get out of the way.
Since I can cast burst on myself for free and run.
Krellin can also run fast.
Yeah.
So Todd, having to go through my peers and everything, this isn't a true 30 feet, right? This would be like, could probably get to like here, maybe?
Say again, what?
Would I be able to get to here, or is that difficult terrain going through?
Yes, to go through friendlies, it's still difficult. You're able to go through their area, but it's difficult.
Difficult terrain. Okay, so that would put
You
me
could
like...
you could nudge Dak, and we're not in initiative. You just nudge me, and I'll move out of the way. You can run through if you want.
Oh, do you guys
Of course,
trust
I'm not
me?
sure what you're. No, not especially. What you're tackle observe. I guess what Valen's gonna do.
I have an idea. They're not getting this thing. Like, I don't care if I have to die. They're not getting
You
this.
will die.
They have no intentions of anything good with this. Look at them.
You
There's
haven't
no
asked
way.
them.
There's no way they have good intentions. I am not going to just hand this over.
Well,
Especially if they threaten to kill us to get it. I mean,
well, it's not like me, Dak, or Lan have any good intentions with it either. We're all just here for money.
are you gonna... You need to ask yourself why they want this, though. Why would they want something like this? Who wants something like this? We want to give it to somebody to take care of it. If that's what they want, why wouldn't they just help us do that?
The other
Well-
human steps forward, says, we don't have a lot of time here. He kind of taps on his respirator. Says, what's it gonna be? We're taking the device one way or the other. You guys can head out without issue, or, and then he says something in an odd language, and you see the Karite take a step forward towards you, but then stop and just kind of let out a little bit of a snarl.
Dak, do you have a grenade? Krellin will try and whisper this to him.
Give me a stealth check, Valen.
I think that was Krellin you meant.
A stealth?
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, Krellin.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I'm like, I'm not doing anything.
I was like, I don't know if I want to rely on his stealth.
No, you do not.
I mean, I'm rolling bad. Like, I have a +9.
All right. So Dak, you hear Krellin.
Okay, I'll just kind of just nod my head slightly.
Who has the case right now?
I think Valen.
Valen
Valen
does.
does.
Let me check one of my powers really quickly. I just want to see what it says.
I'm always doing that just to. If we leave
Bag.
you the case, what assurances do we have that you're going to let us out of here?
Says, we will take the case. We will retreat here into the side room, security room over here, and you can be on your way.
Krellin will say, very well. I think those are reasonable terms, and I'll turn to Valen and motion for him to give me the case. He's giving you a look like, I'm gonna try something.
Just so does Valen does it look like from what he can tell, does it look like Krellin is actually like going to give it to him, or is he up to something else? Can he intuit anything like that from him? Or is
Krellin,
it just a
you said
simple
you
give me the fucking case?
Krellin, what's your what's your response to that?
He is very blatantly like, he turned around away from them to make a face like, I'm trying something to get us out of here. It might not work, but
So
Give me the case.
Valen, if you want, you can roll insight if you want to see. And that actually, I guess.
I just want to see how well Valen would actually be able to read what Krellin's telling him.
I'd say
kind of a
probably
dunce.
pretty good.
you would also read that there's definitely a look of doubt in his face, but you know, like a look of doubt more in that it'll end well for everyone.
Like,
But there's
okay,
an idea.
well, I've asked them to trust me a million times, so I guess Valen's just rolling it around in his head. I've asked them to trust me a million times.
Seeing the look on Krellin's face too as he turned and says that to Valen, Dak's going to silently cast growing momentum on himself. So he burst, so he has more speed to run in case he needs to.
Okay. So you hand over the case.
Okay, so Todd, this is the exit, right?
Yeah,
Sorry, where's
Okay.
the exit? On the right?
This way?
yeah. There's
far is it
still
to
a
the
door
exit?
there. It's not a hallway. There's still a door.
Yeah.
Door. Okay.
Yeah. You guys had to come in, and yeah.
I'll be like, I trust in the Force. Not necessarily Krellin, but the Force. Okay. You better know what the hell you're doing, Krellin. Valen is going to very reluctantly hand over the case to Krellin.
Okay. Krellin will take the case. And you said it's not locked, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, as he does, he'll say, well, I think in every good business transaction, it's important to make sure that the goods are there. So, just to prove that we have not emptied the case, turn around, and as he opens it, he will put a hand on one vial and say, if you don't let us out, I'm going to grab this and blow everyone up. I'll make it, clear so that they can see the vials of whatever and the explosive wiring.
Give me a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, wonderful. Do we have inspiration?
You do.
Yeah, you do have one.
Okay. I'm
Minus
gonna
2
use
on
that.
the rolled.
Yeah, strength is... shit, that's a little bit worse. Yeah.
So you turn and you begin to open up the case, and it slips out of your hands and flies towards Osaya, and he grabs it out of the air, closes the case, and he just shakes his head at you. And he says, we'll give you one last chance. We will step aside, and you can leave. Or our friends here can enjoy a snack.
Well, that sounds great to me. I mean, surely you must understand, I had to try. It's nothing personal, I just gotta give it my best effort. It was really nothing personal. It's really more for this fellow, and he'll pat Valen on the shoulder. He wants to die for anything that he thinks is good. So if you want to kill anyone...
Yeah, certainly. This guy, he was willing to die. I'm not. I'm making my way towards the door.
You see both Osaya and the other. They do have a look like they would love to. You get Valen. You get a sense, a dark sense, that they would love to take out a Jedi if possible.
Please, he's barely.
Well, so Valen will, I guess, start walking towards them.
These two do move back out of the way. You hear him say something in a weird language to the Karaite figure, and they do step back a little bit. Just as you
Okay,
guys.
Valen sees Krellin keep marching forward, and he's going to take a hand and put it on his chest and gently push him back to where he was, or indicate that he needs to go back
Where am I
where
going?
he was. Step back 5 feet. And he's like, well,
Oh no.
What?
I do have a question for both of you. Do you know the name Kib Jean?
Rollins gonna look weirdly.
I don't know if
at Jack,
I don't
what is this
know. If I
lunatic
remember
doing?
that as the DM.
Oh, okay. So that's the that's the ritual tale of Kib Jean that all the Almas Academy students
Okay.
tell. Meaning,
And
if they're the fire people and they know that story, Valen knows all about these people.
say that
more
again
than-
now.
more than they
Remind me again of the tale. And
So it was the guy who I think he found. I have to. Here, let me
yeah,
pull it up.
because I went over that as well. Is it?
He was the guy that went into the tower that had been built by. I don't know if I ever learned who the actual dude was. I mean, I could figure it out by metagaming, but I didn't want to do that. But it's the guy who he led like almost another Jedi schism by going into that tower and trying to.
Into the temple?
Yeah, that dark temple thing. So.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, can you how do you spell that again?
Kibh and then Jen.
Yep. Yeah, got it. Okay. And that was, yeah, because that was a long ass time ago, blah blah blah. Story. Okay. What are you trying to gain in reaction? Because
Do they recognize that name? Do I see any hint of recognition on their faces that they even understand that name and its significance?
yes,
They do.
but again, you would know that, you know, that story could go beyond the academy.
Oh, it could. Okay. And these guys, I don't happen to recognize them as former students?
No.
Like peers or anything?
No.
Okay. Like, well, boys. There's just one problem with your plan. I don't like it. And Valen's gonna hold out his hand and gathering the force around him into like a swirling ball of energy, he's gonna take it and slam it right down where he's at and do force repulse.
So you're not going to get anywhere close to where you are on the map if you're trying to get up to these people. They will definitely react to that.
Oh,
So-
will they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The two
Where-
Karites are definitely, you know, they're holding the Karites back, and yeah, if you come forward towards them, they're going to react.
Where would he get to? Like here?
I mean, if you want to go up towards him there, you can, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd be able to get close enough to not hit those two. That would change. I would not do it if all my friends are in the line of fire. And who has the case?
This guy over here.
Oh, that one does? Alright. Well, that changes things. I'll look at the rest of the group, I guess, and then just go. I mean, is this it? You're just gonna let them go with this thing? Like, you do know this is a virus that can kill people, right?
They can kill us.
Can they?
Well,
Colin just like looks up and down. He's just like covered in blood. Clothes are all torn up. Like a womp rat. Take him on right now.
From somewhere beneath all of you, there's a low humming. Begins to crescendo and almost vibrate, and you see the two Karaites mostly hold their blank stare, but the two humans, they do hold their gaze on you, but you can tell that they're a little tensed at what's happening. And all of a sudden, the walls just seemingly begin to glow, and there is a rush of energy just blast through the entire area, cavern and whatnot. And all of a sudden, just like the lights, just everything goes dark for a split second, and then it comes back up, seemingly more of like emergency lighting and things like that. Another EMP has just gone off. Dak, what are you doing?
another EMP has gone off. Oh, so everything just went dark for a moment? So you're asking like what I did while it was dark, or now that it's come back
it
up?
was pretty quick. So, or I guess what is everyone doing right now? The Karaites and the two humans are still standing there. They're a little bit more on the defensive. They're actually quite on the defensive. You see them actually, their hands have gone up to their breathers. So, Dak, give me a D20 plus 5.
All right. Oh wow.
Okay. Lan, same thing. D20 plus 5.
Oh no.
Valen?
Are these things we should use our inspiration on? I'm not sure what we're rolling.
D20 plus.
I'm gonna use mine.
Well, maybe the low number's good. We don't know yet.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
I'll
true.
use one of my inspirations on that one. There we go.
You low is bad. I will tell you that much. So.
So yeah, I used one of mine.
And Krellin, D20 plus 5.
Well,
Yep, you'd be
plus
good.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lan or Dak, are you guys re-rolling?
I'm gonna reroll.
Okay.
I guess I can. I guess I don't know what this is. So it's hard to know if I should roll, if it's worth re-rolling or not.
Just accept death.
It's the insta death. Yeah, roll.
All right. So, as the EMP goes off and whatnot, amidst a lot of the power and systems, there's a brief moment, especially for Lan and Dak, where you do have to take a second to kind of give it a jiggle and make sure it's still working, but your respirators all go out.
Oh.
But then they luckily return to function and are able to push past the pulse of the EMP, the damaging effects of that. Anybody doing anything else?
Lan is motioning for the door. Like, let's get the heck out of here.
Where is what was that guy's Kobas? Kobas's office? Was that the guy?
Yeah, down in the hall.
Is that back down the way we
Yeah,
came?
yep, down in the hallway. Yep.
Okay. I guess I'm looking at those guys, but like, are we still keeping this deal Is this still going?
You talking about the 2 humans or your party?
All of us. Like, is this still our deal? Is this still what's going on?
Yeah.
Give
What
me
we all want to do?
give me perception checks real quick as well.
Okay.
All right, so you all would also notice that Osaya, who now has the case, after the lights have come back on now, he has opened that up, and he has a very frantic look on his face as he's looking inside the device.
Don't blame us for damaged merchandise, man. You're the one that took it.
That's that's all Dak needs to see is a guy look at an explosive case with a worry look on his face. Dak is gonna start making his way to the exit.
Okay. Is it a quick jaunt to Kobas's office?
Like
Couples, like 30 seconds. I don't
Probably.
know how far down it is. Okay. Balin was gonna go back, and there was a vial of the stuff that he picked up with one of the vials from his antitox kit,
Mm-hmm.
and he's hoping to go back and take that sample
Okay.
and bring it with him in hopefully the safety of the antitox kit. I'm assuming it has something that can keep it contained.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just going to be like, as long as you guys have what you have and you're going to honor your part of the deal, we're going to honor ours.
You see that the other human kind of looks at Osaya and it's like, what is going on? And he says, the Griffin EMP. It's destabilized the device. The agent is beginning to
Destabilize?
yes, thank you. It's destabilizing.
Fellas, and Dak's just gonna motion to him like GTFO.
I'll tell Lan before he takes off. I'll be right behind you guys. And Valen's going to head down the corridor and go try to find that vial.
Oh, it's back that way? I thought it was back out the way on our way out of the...
Yeah. Okay, so you rush down the hallway, you get to the office, and you're able to find that.
Okay. Does Valen feel like that antitox kit has something that's capable of keeping that vial safe? Like it's not, to the best that he knows, it's probably not gonna make anybody else sick. He's gonna keep it on him and not let anybody else around it, and keep it like as tucked in as safe as he can, given the materials he's got. It's no suspension device or liquid or whatever they had for the other one, but
that would
like
be
it
more
did.
in your biochemist kit than the antitoxic kit. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I would say in
Maybe
your...
that's the one I used.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was
Yeah, the
talking about. Okay.
antitox, I think, was something that Lan had, or whatever.
He gave
so.
that. Okay, I think I am thinking of my biochemist tools.
Yeah.
I have so many kits.
No,
and
yeah, you've got something, some sort of a...
got a full-on meth lab just
Yeah.
in my backpack. So yeah,
and
as
you
long
said-
as there's something in there that keeps it safe, that's what
Yeah.
he's trying to do.
You
And
feel
said there was
confident
a
enough.
door- there was an actual physical door here we needed to open?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess Dak would open the door and motion for the rest of the guys here to get through this door.
Yeah, so you head over there and you're able to open it up, and if you want, head out. You see that it simulate the Karates. If you're kind of still hanging out, Dak, you said you're waiting for everyone to get through.
Yeah,
did
I'm
you
just
say?
staying here to like get right through the door here.
Okay. You notice that the Karites are seeming to maybe slip out of their daze.
All right. Krellin, of you? Okay. And then
No, Krellin would have been the first one out the door.
that's
I
like
assumed he
Joke
was.
was far behind. I expected you to be right beside Dak as we got to the door.
Like in the server, as I posted a GIF. That's Krellin before he leaves. He does the hand solo
Yeah.
salute and just leaves.
Peace out, nerds. How long? So Valen's probably about to come in about this time. And does he see like anything with the Karites? Like, does he see that they're turning?
Yeah, they're definitely slipping out of their daze as well. The two humans are seemingly kind of focused on the device, and yeah, the Karites seem like they're slipping more and more out of their daze.
Okay. Valen's gonna, as he walks through the door, he's gonna look at the guys and pull out a blaster pistol. He's like, I forgot my lucky blaster pistol. I had to go back for it. Can't leave it down here. And he tucks it back into his belt, and he's gonna go through the door.
All right.
Okay.
Dak will go through the door as well.
So, you guys rush out down the entrance corridor to the mouth of the...
Before we leave, Valen wants to shut the door and try to disable the opening mechanism.
Okay.
Lock him in. I think he'll just take the lightsaber, stab it into the console, and hopefully that locks it into place.
All right. 1 second. Give me a D20 plus your force. What's your force modifier?
+5 wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, so D20 plus 8, please. All right. You guys rush out of the door and close it behind you. And Valen, you pull out your lightsaber to try and basically damage the lock so they can't get through. Your lightsaber will not turn on.
Damn it. Lan, can you lock this thing?
The EMP would have knocked out any kind of anything I could slice into, right?
Potentially, yeah. Everything still seems a little bit more in a emergency mode.
Like,
Does
you
it
have
look
a way
like
to
I
make it
can-
inoperable?
Yeah, does it, just looking at the door, does it look like there's some kind of panel I can rewire or something just to impede their progress?
Potentially.
Okay, I want to try to do it.
Yeah, give me a
Can Valen give him guidance? Valen really needs this to happen. He wants them locked in there with the monsters they created.
give me a technology check, and yes, you can have guidance on that.
So that's a D6.
Hey.
So you do what you can, and you feel that you've done a decent amount of work to disable the electronic components of the door.
All right, I
That's
turn to
where,
Valen and nod.
As we're leaving, do we hear any screams or explosions from the case?
Nope.
All right.
Like,
Well, let's
I'm not happy we
keep
handed it
working our way
over
out of
to
here.
him, but if we had to hand it over to him, I didn't say we'd let him leave. Close
let's
enough,
just
right?
just make sure we leave.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll,
Lan,
sorry, go ahead.
sorry. Lan just taps his vest pocket where he's got the hollow recorder. He says, "I've got their faces. We can look them up later. Find them at home when they least expect it."
Well, the
I
way
like
they
it.
were looking at that case, I'm not sure if they're going to make it out of here or not. But we can definitely look them up if they do.
Oh,
You remember, Dak, what happened that time when we were on Coruscant? We ran across this minor crime lord. He would be nice to your face, and then he'd come around and break your knees later. Oh, memories.
Well, this
Anyway.
is all lovely, but we should get the hell
Like
out of
quite
here.
literally break your knees?
Oh, sure. If you're a species that's got knees.
The Huts found it especially humorous to break kneecaps, seeing as how they didn't have any legs of their own.
Or s-
Well, either way,
All right.
we should get out of here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep heading to the main door here.
All right, so you rush out from this base down deep in the depths of Tilnes, and you make your way back to the docking bay. As you get there, you see a large team in full protective suits exits a newly arrived ship. You are hustled on board there, and receive congratulations and thanks and treatment for your investigation and whatnot, for what you did.
Do these people look like they're part of the cartel or
Nope.
just from the mining facility?
Yeah.
Okay.
Valen's gonna hold himself back just a little bit, because I don't think he told the group what he did. So he's just gonna kind of give them distance and let them go on further, and he's gonna stay a little bit more towards the cavern entrance and have the medical team, like, try to motion the medical team over, or whoever's dealing with the virus.
Okay.
And then he'll get close, show him. He's like, I managed to get a sample of whatever the hell it was. Don't know if that's contains the actual virus. I don't know what exactly good it'll do, but it's about the only thing we're able to walk away with. It's better than nothing, and maybe you can put it to some use in case this thing starts getting used more, weaponized. Maybe we can create some sort of vaccine against it. But I didn't want to go any further until I'm given the clear, just in case.
The couple of the team members that are there, basically handling this, treatment of you guys for exposure. They gesture you aboard the ship as well and say, this is a containment area for you all. We appreciate you grabbing that, and they bring out like another little case for you to put the sample in, to deposit that, and then they take you aboard as well to kind of go in a decontaminate area just to get checked over, because you guys all potentially have been exposed, and take care of that. Again, they offer you thanks and whatnot for what you've done, and yeah, that's that's about it that they initially have to offer.
By the way, there's 2 very large Karites and 2 humans down in those caverns still. At least we haven't seen them come up. And they were holding the case that had the dispersal unit for the virus. So there's at least one of them still down there. Plus the one that already exploded, which is where I got that sample from. So you might need to have that guarded day and night, or if you can afford to, send a team down there and take care of them. And be aware, they are force sensitive and capable of, at the very least, controlling those Karites, the monstrosities, for a short amount of time at least, it seemed. They looked like they were losing their control when we left, but that might have just been because they were distracted. Who knows what they can do if they're determined to get out of there. But go in force and be prepared to be greeted by hostiles. And I think that's about all we have. All else we found.
The team members acknowledge and thank you for the information, and kind of take note of that, and say, yes, we will look into this. We are we did not have any knowledge of the cartel's continued occupation here of Tilnes, and we definitely regret that our scanners had not detected this duplicity previously. And after you kind of go through further the rest of the decontamination process, you're able to, exit off and head towards your vessel, but not before one of them does award you with 500 credits each on behalf of the VMMC.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you
Right.
very much. Glad to be of service. May the force be with you.
Much obliged, and if you ever need our services again, Lan hands his customary business card out and a little data card with a little clip show of the job.
Yeah, just takes a card and gives you a nod.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to get the hell off this rock.
Yeah, I think so.
That's right,
Valen-
Dak. I think you owe me a card game.
Valen's just gonna trudge up the boarding ramp to the Spry Hunter a little, like, looking a little defeated.
All right, so yeah, you guys head back. Go ahead, Dak. Sorry.
I was say, I guess kind of noticing Valen maybe looking dejected. Let's tell him, hey, don't be too hard on yourself. It's a bad situation. I don't think we probably any of us would have made it out of there alive if we'd not handed that case over to him.
Valen's just gonna kind of look there and just not really saying anything. He's just kind of not closing down, but introspective, or like just kind of replaying it to himself and just kind of wondering, like, could he have done something different to have forced a different outcome or found a different outcome? Really,
Give
one
me
doesn't really
give
force the forward.
me a wisdom check, Valen.
Wisdom check. Not a save, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So as you guys head back to the Spry Hunter, thinking about what you just encountered, this virus designed to seemingly specific target Karites to kill them, not mutate them. Valen, you understand it's definitely quite the feat of bioengineering, and those of you that would care would think to yourselves that the question really is, who hates the cartel that much? As you get ready to head off and continue on your delivery, you still had another side job for Rena to take care of out to the asteroid field to drop off some cargo that's gonna go to a further delivery from there. Valen, you look inward and you think long and hard about, could you have done something else? Could you have done better, and whatnot? And you get some comfort in that you were able to retrieve a sample, which is very, very valuable. You know that Lan has done well with basically, recording everything and having some of that there. And that the likely alternative of the rest of you, all of you, ending up like those in the kitchen and the rest of the area there throughout the base would likely not have allowed any of that, and I'll let them carry on with whatever they are doing, and no one would have there wouldn't have been any exposure.
As my favorite foodstuff once said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So Valen will just kind of nod to himself like, okay, didn't do the best, but this could have been worse by many, many parsecs. So all in all, do better next time.
Yeah.
And he'll just kind of pat himself on the back, like just with the force. Nice old rub on the back. And
Yeah, I guess
he'll.
Dak's
I
gonna
guess
think to himself too. So I wonder if the what the cartel would well, because I guess I'm trying to think if they would even know about all this. I guess they may. I guess they probably wouldn't know, because like all their people got killed down there.
You're saying the cartel would or wouldn't?
Would not. I guess I'm sure. Trying to. I guess I'm wondering is Dak would think, yeah, maybe we could contact the cartel and let them know, like, hey, there's this whole thing going on, or like you mentioned, starting to wonder why somebody would engineer a virus specifically to kill members of the cartel, basically.
Are you
And then
wondering
plus,
this out loud or internally?
just internally, I guess.
Okay.
And you got the whole, Valen seemed to notice these tattoos on these guys that had the case, so maybe his Jedi friends need to start looking into that, and so lots of open questions, I guess, to talk through. Maybe have a chat on the flight out of here.
So, yeah, you guys continue on in just, a good few hours out to the asteroids from where you are to drop off your delivery for Rena. And, Dak, go ahead and give me a piloting check, get you guys up and out of here.
Alright.
Alright, a little bit rough off the planet, maybe shaking off a little bit of the nerves from what just went down, but
Balin's gonna run into the cockpit like, what in the hell are you doing? I know you can do better than that. And he's gonna give him guidance, pat him on the back. Come on now. It wasn't that bad what we just experienced. Take us home.
So, with a little bit of help from Valen, you steady out and eventually get out of atmosphere from the moon and get into essentially autopilot to head towards your destination. You have a few hours now to just kind of kick back, enough for a short rest here for anyone that needs it. So you can take that, but yeah, Dak and Lan. Lan, you mentioned maybe some card playing if you wanted.
I was gonna say that after Valen rushes in and does that, Krellin's beside Dak's always he'd turn to Dak and be like, "Can I have my flask back?"
Oh, of course. Take it out, take a drink, and then hand it back to him.
2 alcoholics piloting the ship.
Well, after what we just saw, I think we could all use a little something to calm the nerves. It's not every day you walk into a break room full of dead Karaites.
Yeah.
Okay, you said
Well, you
short
said the-
rest, right?
I can't remember. You said their medical team patched us up, or do you actually hit die for HP?
Actually, you know what? No, that's good. Yeah, you guys can, HP wise, you guys can top off.
Okay.
So, yeah, Krellin, you can pull back hit dice that you used.
All right.
But anything else, like powers wise and whatnot, you can get that back here on a short rest, but anything long rest, has not been reset yet.
Alrighty.
Hit die is my literal only resource. The one thing with rogues, they have nothing that recharges. They're always good to go.
See, I think I have the force recovery option, which lets you on a short rest recover force points equal to, I think it's half your consular level, and then plus your casting modifier. So I regained 7 points. Better than nothing.
Nice.
I think that's about the only thing that I do that recovers on a short rest. Everything else is long rest. I think I'm good to go.
Checkpoints are short rests, so I love it.
Yeah. And then I
Um,
guess they're playing their game.
Yeah, so I'll go find Lan and say, hey, let's play a game of Sabacc if you're up for it.
Always.
Balin kind of walks over to him. He's like, "You guys are playing Spock? Can I watch?"
Ah, better yet, pull up a chair and join.
Oh, I know better than that. We already made one bad deal today. I am not making a second one.
No, you're
But
due
I'm
then.
I'm Corellian. It's in the blood. I gotta at least watch it.
Balin's always given his money to Dak anyway. This will be no different, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that's out of the goodness of my heart. This is him stealing it from me.
technically, Dak's gonna be gambling Valen's money anyway, so.
That's true. I'll just pretend like it's somebody else's credits.
I know.
I think I'll just watch for now. Get the hang of the game. I
All
wouldn't
right.
want you to accuse me of cheating. I know how everybody gets around those Force users.
Yeah, you can't trust them.
No, you really can't.
Krellin, are you joining the others?
I know, he's like passed out drunk. Like somewhere in the ship. I don't even know if. I don't even know where he is, because he doesn't know where he is.
How big is this flask of yours? I didn't blackout drunk off half a flask.
You think there's just one? What do you think the whole coat's filled with?
Oh, okay, multiple pockets. Lots of pockets for lots of flasks.
Exactly.
It's possible that the decontamination did not go all the way through, and maybe there's a little bit of
Trace amounts in the
yeah,
alcohol.
well, not even that. The viral.
Krellin drank the blue liquid.
You got sickness from the virus, actually. That
It's a possibility.
has
I
come
wouldn't doubt
through.
it.
So, all right. Well, Lan and Dak, you guys choose your gambling die, which you will use either. You're going to use your gambling ability is either going to be intelligence or charisma, whichever you would like to use.
Dak will use his charming personality at the table and use charisma.
Okay. So with a +3, that gives you a D8 for your gambling die. And Lan, intelligence or charisma?
Intelligence.
Okay.
Which is +3 for me.
+3, so you have a D8 as well for your gambling die. So, seemingly pretty evenly matched players of cards here. All right, so you start kind of shuffling the cards, getting ready to play here, and how much would you guys like to wager here?
Can't remember. Did we factor in proficiency on the game itself?
If you have proficiency in a gaming set, then
Yep.
you get to utilize that. And let's see, you can add your proficiency bonus to the gambling die roll twice if you
Okay.
have expertise. So you guys are
So I
at
have proficiency in I have
+3.
proficiency in Sabacc.
Yeah.
Look at that at 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dak will.
Lan, you don't have any gaming set proficiency, right?
Oh no.
Okay.
They just Lan likes to play, but he always loses. He says.
Yeah, this is my flaw in my character sheet. I'm not good at it.
Yeah, so Dak will sit down, kind of shuffling the cards, doing the little, riffle, whatever is with it there. Say, so Lan, how much you looking to lose tonight?
Well, I think we could. Let's start off with a friendly 1,000 credits.
You muted. Oh, say that again, Dak. I think it just cut out.
That'll turn into a lot. That'll turn into a lot the way it's calculated, isn't it? Or you do it like a
well,
hand
if
at a
you
time?
just say that it's up to you guys. I was gonna say you go 3 round. We could do 3 rounds. So if you want to split that up.
Okay. We do 3 rounds. We'll say winner takes 250 each round.
Yeah.
Or add it up to 1,000. Like it went up to 1,000.
Well, you got to do the buy-in because the dice determine the payouts. So you pay if you lose, you pay a multiple of your buy-in.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be a 1 versus 10, and then you're paying 9 times your buy-in. So
we should, I'm trying to figure out what we should make the buy-in to be that close to like 1,000. Like the buy-in would be like 100. Yeah, so we'll say like the buy-in's 100.
sure.
Yep, we'll do that. See how it goes.
Okay. All right. So first round, $100 buy-in. All right. So you guys shuffle up and deal out and begin playing your hands. Before we get going, you can attempt to cheat. Doing so, you make a sleight of hand check opposed by all other players' passive perception. If successful, against all players, you can re-roll your gambling die and take the highest of the 2, and then you do payouts. If you are caught, you are removed from the final result tally of the gambling, and then payouts are calculated otherwise. Additionally, if you are caught cheating, you must pay in the maximum difference from the remaining highest gambling roll. Maximum difference from the remaining highest. Okay, yep. So you would end up with a 1 versus the highest. So with only 2 people, it's kind of a little iffy here, but
Yeah, I don't think Len will cheat. Jack trusts his old buddy. If he
Alright.
cheated,
That wouldn't be
he
his
would-
style.
if he cheated, he probably wouldn't be losing as much as he does.
it's true. It's true. Alrighty, so you guys have your gambling die of a D8 each. You guys can go ahead and roll that, and Dak, you get to add a +3 to that.
Alrighty.
Whew. Oh wow!
That's
So
some good.
just
gambling.
some sloppy initial play from the both of you, and Dak just ekes out, and with a difference of 1 there, Lan, you owe Dak 100 credits.
100 whole credits.
Valen, roll me a D100, please.
Uh-oh.
So as you're sitting there watching these two enjoy their game and whatnot, and you trying not to really interrupt or distract, but you strike up a conversation, and either one, whoever you want to specifically direct your question to, but you decide to ask one of them how their parents would describe them. How would your parents describe you, is your question.
Oh, okay. Gee, who would Valen really want to know about? I think Dax seems a little more of a mystery. Lan's pretty open. He doesn't hide who he is, really. Dax seems a little reserved. So I think Valen will turn to Dak and be like, Dak, do your parents know that you cheat at Sabak? Is this something they're proud of?
Jack's gonna look at him. Cheated Sabak. What kind of question is that to ask a player at a table if they're cheating at Sabak?
Aren't you
Lan, you
Corellian?
No, I said I don't cheat at Sabak. I win fair and square.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were Corellian. Because if you're Corellian, I know you cheat at Sabak. Like, that's just in our blood. It's just what we do.
No, I definitely. That's all right. But no, you could trust me, Lan. No way I'm cheating. I wouldn't do that to you.
Of course I trust you, Dak.
But
Sure.
if you don't mind me asking, where are your parents? Who are they?
Dak will think for
barely knew mine.
Dak will think for a second. 'Cause that's not something he had considered in the the backstory of his character.
Well, clearly you should have.
Donor
Right, exactly,
X and
yeah.
donor Y. But
Yeah. No, I mean, I didn't really know my parents all that well. I spent more time growing up on the streets than I did with any kind of, you know, family home structure or anything like that. It's kind of how I fell into this business. I kind of worked my way up. Eventually, was able to buy my own ship, and that got taken from me. But
Oh?
yeah, I
Who
didn't.
took it?
That's a long story. A former partner of mine double crossed me with the Brotherhood pirates. That's why I don't have any warm feelings towards pirates when we come across them.
Mm. Like,
I
it
worked
wasn't
hard for
land.
that ship.
It wasn't
What's
land,
that?
was it?
No, that Land would not be sitting here breathing if he was the one that had stolen my ship.
I figured as much, but I had to ask. Don't get me wrong, Lan. You seem like a nice guy, but I'm just trying to figure out more about you guys.
Turns out everybody on the ship is bloodthirsty and thieves and card cheats, and Valen's like, "Oh man, who have I been working with?"
I do
People
have
who
kind of a dashing pirate air about me, don't I?
A little bit. I think the blue helps, for whatever that's worth.
The card players shuffle and get ready for another round.
See if you can do any better.
Looking
than
for
that.
you guys
Terrible.
gonna change your buy-in?
Well, what do you think? Land, bump it up to 200 credits.
Sure. 200 it is.
Oh no.
Alrighty.
Go big or go
Shuffle
home.
deal and go ahead. D8. Each of you, Dak with +3. All right, Dak starting to show off now and pulls off a few good hands in this next round and taking, you said 200? So 1,000 credits you take off of Lan in the
1,000, you
next round.
Hell, if I
Land.
keep playing with you, Land, I may not have to find my old ship. I can just buy a brand new one.
And and I'll end up back in debt to some godforsaken hut, force-forsaken hut.
Dak, give me a D100.
I've heard of some force sensitive huts before. Not very common.
You know what I've never heard of? A hut that's very emotionally sensitive. Now that would be something interesting.
That would be something interesting. Side note, DM, do I actually know of the hut that was force sensitive? Would that have been a story we heard at Almas? Heard of?
Yeah, probably. I would say that got around, yeah, because that was, what are we, we're at 21 BBY right now? So that was like 180,
Dorian was like,
180
Yeah,
years
right?
ago.
he was a while before, but yeah. Valen's just he's not really going to comment on it. He's just kind of like, yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Black
this,
Jedi.
this tale of,
You know about that. Yeah. Very weird.
tale of 5 heroes and a robot companion, 2 droids at least, that, yeah, took down a plague of
badasses, I heard.
spice. Dak, as you bring in the cards and shuffle, ready for another round of cards, kind of, either bouncing back to Valen or maybe turning to Lan, kind of sticking in the same topic. You look to ask one of your companions about what their relationship with their family is like.
Well, I guess Valen kind of already mentioned when he asked me the question about his family, but Has Krellin come out, or is he still just passed out in the cockpit?
No, he comes out of like the engine room, just kind of stumbles out, sees you're playing Sabak, and he's like, "Oh, Sabak, this is fun." And he comes, just kind of stands there. He doesn't pull up a chair or anything. He's just standing awkwardly above the table.
Krellin, were you in there drinking the engine coolant? Or were
He
you
just
drinking
kind of
from your
smirks.
flask?
He doesn't answer.
Oh, should I go check that? Fine.
I'd wait a few hours.
As I guess Dak will notice Krellin, and having been recently asked about his kind of family and background a little bit, looks over to Krellin and says, "Hey, what's your family like? You got a whole clan of blue folk back home waiting on you?"
There's a few people. I haven't talked to or seen them in 50 years.
Just doing what
I'm
they
not
can
sure.
to ascend.
Mm-hmm.
50 years? How old are you?
He starts like counting on one hand. He kind of has like a blank face. He's not very good with math at the moment. So like,
This
you can
minion.
you visually see him struggling. It's like, well, including the like 100 years we skipped, oh, I'm not sure. What
That's a
year is
good-
it?
That's a good question, guys. We did that whole 10-year thing. So do we count that when people ask us like how old we are? Are we 10 years older, or do we just pretend like that didn't happen? What?
I think it's like a thing where like you say, well, I was born 50 years ago, but really I'm only 40.
It just depends on whether or not you like them or not, right? If you want to explain to them, I'm sure they'll listen. But if you don't, you want to confuse them, you just tell them something confusing like that.
I
Leave 'em
guess, but I
guessing.
mean, I feel like the system should probably just decide like this is what we're going with. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really odd. Like if one person doesn't count it, the next person does count it across the whole all the planets, will just be chaos.
Well, I've never really thought about it. Been getting shot at by all sorts of weird stuff. So
Well, maybe when we get back, we should take that up with some. Maybe write a letter.
to whom? The Chancellor?
Well,
Yeah, he seems like a reasonable guy. I'm sure he'll give us some good advice.
I don't know.
I feel like
That guy looks like a-
regardless, if we tell people the truth, they're not gonna believe us. We're gonna tell them that we skipped into the future by 10 years?
But the whole system did it. It wasn't
Yeah, like
just
it's
us.
it's a galaxy known event.
Significant chunk of us. I mean, that someone somewhere's got to believe this, right?
Yeah.
People refer
Plus,
to the Force as hokey religion, so a whole planet? I don't know.
Valen, how old are you anyway? I can't remember.
Did we include that 10 years?
No, don't include it. How old are you emotionally and physically without the 10-year jump?
Oh, emotionally. Physically 20 years, I believe.
All right, yeah.
That explains so much.
I'd say for Valen, we count the 10 years. That way he can be a 30-year-old Jedi Padawan.
And I
Yeah,
think we
that'll
all
go
count the
well.
years, because then people will just say how great we look for our age.
Yeah,
Bad idea.
it's not a bad. Now you're thinking. That's a good idea, Krellin.
Yeah.
It's not technically a lie either.
Loophole.
To get ready for your third round of cards, seeing you have a potential new player at the table, seeing if he wants to join. Lan, hoping he has some better luck. Third time's the charm, right?
Lan, seeing how bad Krellin is at math right now that he's intoxicated, is really trying to get him to sit down at this table.
Oh, he's not gonna sit. He's gonna stand and play.
Oh.
There's a chair beside him, but standing.
All right, so Krellin's in.
Krellin, I assume you're going with intelligence for your gambling die.
I wasn't sure what it was based off, but I assume that's what it's based off.
Yeah, intelligence or charisma. And then
it's definitely intelligence.
yeah, your
So I just make
modifier your modifier determines your die type, and so
Do we
at plus
add like the proficiency and stuff, or is it?
so your die type at a +3 is a D8, and then because you are proficient in a gaming set, you get to add your proficiency to the roll. So when you roll, it'll be a D8 +3.
Oh, he's proficient as well.
So, 'cause you're at +3 on intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. I think I hadn't. Yeah, I was pretty sure I updated my sheet. So, okay. So, buy-in.
Well, I
1,000.
guess-
So that's a multiplier.
you don't want to do 1,000.
Krellin will do it.
We do the 200 again, or 300. 1,000's pretty high. That
Let's
can lose
stick
all his
to-
credits.
Let's stick to 200.
200. All right.
All right, you guys set your buy-in. Valen, you getting in on this?
Yeah.
No, Valen's still just kind of sitting back. He knows he still doesn't quite have a good grasp on how the game's played, even though he's Corellian and he probably should.
All
But
right.
he's still interested, like maybe next time, but like he's definitely taking it all in. Just kind of looking at the hands and
Alrighty, so the three of you playing, give me your gambling check. Dak and Krellin, you'd be at +3 for proficiency. D8s all around.
Oh, man. Oh, that's not much better.
Or
Got
land.
5.
Alright, so Dak, because one of you guys would be in the middle, did we decide on ties?
No, we never thought through that one. Do a roll off, I guess. Another hand.
Yeah, I think that would be just so land is
then
definitely
but then still base the So maybe Krellin and I do a tiebreaker, but then what Land's thing still based off of is the original roll.
yeah, land stays where he's at. It's basically determining who won and then who got second place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think probably just do just roll again, both you guys, Dak and Krellin.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
try again.
So, and then we'll go with the original numbers though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So, Dak, you break even in as the middle player here. So you just nothing. But Lan, you owe Krellin. You guys said 200 buy-in, so that's times 4, 800 credits you owe to Krellin. If you got anything left, that is.
Oh yeah, I still have some left.
get to put that jetpack up for collateral.
Never. A panel like comes off of the thing.
Ching.
Things like barely held together.
Krellin, give me a D100, please. Man, you guys have stayed
stuck
all
in the
around this.
20s.
Yeah. So,
Another family one. Roll again.
you, as you pull in your winnings from Lan, struggling to come away from your inebriation here, it maybe makes you think of some times when other times that you've drank in celebration and whatnot, and you choose one of your companions to ask them about what is their favorite holiday.
Hoping for the family one. Just like out of character, Krellin 100% was gonna ask. So, Lan, did you get your gambling skills from your family? Genetic?
No, my family believed gambling is something you should avoid. I have to say, after what's happened at this table,
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree.
It might, it might have been on something.
think
Maybe
Colin
it's
would,
just not in the cards for the Jolt family.
Yeah. Not for Lan, at least. But I think
How could you pass up such wonderful companionship and conversation?
Indeed, it's a small price to pay. Well,
Well, not
not
that
exactly
small.
small.
Krellin's like counting all 800 credits.
Land's bank balance is just going down sharply.
Krellin would be like, so, something I've never really inquired about in my times out here. What holidays do you have? Do you have any favorites? If holidays exist out here?
There's Life Day. There's always the Life Day parade. That's always fun. I mean, we don't really believe in anything around it necessarily, but still fun to watch people celebrate and have their festivities.
A special
Good,
guest at the last one I heard.
Was there a special guest at the last one? We're talking about the
Turbo Mandalorian.
oh, the Turbo Mandalorian. That's right. I heard about that. Wasn't that out on like Tatooine or something?
Yeah.
Way out there. Yeah, that would have been fun to see. It's just fun to see all the kids having fun and people. Well, I mean, they still shoot at each other and try to kill each other and do bad stuff, but it's nice to see some of them not trying to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Feels
You'd
good.
like it. You'd like it, Krellin. Lots of drinking. If you can find the right places.
Oh yeah.
Trust
You'd
me,
love
I
the
can always
eggnog.
find the right places.
All right. Cards begin shuffling again as you guys look around to see if you want to go for another round.
I mean, Krellin's not in the right state of mind to ever object. Like, he'd just keep going. So,
Dak will look over at Lan and see if he wants to keep playing or if he's had enough.
I think I need to make a wisdom saving throw to see if I can overcome my gambling addiction. Todd, what do you think is a good DC for this?
Overcome it for good or just for tonight?
No, just for to
Okay,
see if
so
I can
can't-
walk
You
away
just
from
you
this.
just
this
want to
one time.
come away from
Yeah.
this.
Can't lose Lan the gambler forever.
Yeah.
No. That's
I would say like what's your would you say that what do you think is the level of your addiction, like pretty bad?
yeah, pretty severe.
Okay, so I'm gonna say a 15.
Okay. It's
Now-
a straight. I have +0 to wisdom, so this will be
Yeah.
interesting.
Or is that your constitution?
Okay, yeah. Lan says, "Deal me in for another one."
No.
Dak will, knowing how much Lan's already been losing, and understanding his problem with it, but still his buddy is gonna say, "How about we do let's do 50 credits this time around."
Sure, we could do that.
This will be the one that Lan wins. So, see how it works out.
All right, shuffle and deal, and let them roll.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Just wow, just wow. Oh no.
Oh, hey,
Oh my god.
Dak! Look, you got an idiot's array.
A Krellin
Isn't that
Krellin
what
with a nat 1, but luckily his proficiency gets him a 4. Lan, unfortunately, with a nat 1, no bonus, and Dak hitting a crit, an 8 with his bonus. That is, luckily you only did 50 credits. Difference there, 500 credits is what Lan owes over to Dak.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, if we left that at 200, that'd have been at 2,000.
Yeah, I'd be back in debt.
Oh my.
As Lan hesitantly slides another 500 credits over to Dak. There's an alarm from the cockpit going off, a proximity alarm from the sensor. As you guys finish up one of your other rounds of Sabak.
How many? So you rolled a 1 there, a 1 the time. How many 1s did you roll in this?
I rolled 2 3s and 2 1s. Since you guys have a +3, that means it's impossible for me to have won a hand.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
But every
Do you not
D8
add
you
your
rolled
+3?
was lower.
he doesn't have proficiency in a gaming set.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
you-
I think
you-
I figured out why you keep losing at gambling. I think that's probably
He's not a proficient
He
gambler.
doesn't know how to gamble.
you don't even know the game you're playing.
The other thing
that'd
too
be-
is with Krellin
Yes,
playing
that's
now.
Set out.
Lan would have to, let's see, where's your sleight of hand? You don't have proficiency in it. Yeah,
And Lan would
Kre-
never cheat.
Krellin has a 21 in his passive, so you'd have to beat that, which would be nuts to successfully cheat. So, but as you said, yes, good old faithful.
Well,
Maybe it's an opportunity. Maybe Dak can help teach Lan some better gambling skills in their downtime in the future.
Yeah, that can be my downtime activity instead of gambling.
Yeah, instead of
Learn into
gambling, you can
gambling.
learn to gamble. Dak will give some sabak lessons and get some proficiencies.
And while they're doing all that, Valen's gonna go to the cockpit and check and see what the message is.
Okay, so you head up to the cockpit and see that it's not a message, but a proximity sensor of sorts that
Yeah, I just wanted to
another
see
ship
what it was.
has basically entered into your area.
He'll hit the comm button, like, "Oh, Captain, I think we have a situation up here. Might need your attention. Unless you want me to handle it."
Nah, I got it, kid.
All right.
He'll head up to the comm, I guess, comm controls there, and unidentified vessel, identify yourself.
And there's a little bit of an initial static, and then the as the comm clicks on, and you hear a somewhat gravelly voice on the other side. It says, "Mr. Joran, see you running errands now for the transport services. What a surprise!"
Does Dak recognize this voice at all?
Yeah, a little bit. Give me a perception check.
Who are these hut dicks?
Is he called no. Still
So
buzzed
it's
from the flask.
you can't really place it, but it's the voice a little bit that it's just a previous fellow Brotherhood, basically thug, pirate.
Oh, okay. So it's another voice I've heard before in the past.
Not necessarily, no.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what business that is of yours. What I do to earn some credits.
Well, the reason it's my business is because it's my business. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and complete this delivery, if you will. So, make this easy. Just kindly, let us grab the cargo and we'll be on our way. We don't have any mess on our hands.
Well, since you seem to know who the hell I am, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I assume so.
I'll
Yeah, I'm gonna.
abruptly cut the channel to their ship and then jump on our internal comms and radio back to say, Land, get on those guns. Krellin, get up here. Looks like we're gonna have some company.
Do you want me on the guns?
There's
We
only
only have
one.
one-
There's only
only
one
one?
gun. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know if we had a what's the ventral turret? Like either way,
Not yet. You guys are.
I'm giving Dak guidance.
Spry
knocking
is
out
at a
the
level 3. Or Starship's light. All right. So, Dak, as you settle into the cockpit, and the sensors show that this other ship pull up much closer, and then for anyone with a viewport, you're able to see a larger vessel. It's a little bit larger than yours, but still, in that same size class. But actually, give me piloting checks. Anybody? Actually, Lan and Dak. Okay. Yeah, so you guys recognize this as a BT-7 starship, and it's this one's probably seen better days. It's an older model, but it checks out. And yeah, so it comes into view, and it definitely looks like it's ready to engage and take you guys out and steal some cargo here. So let me get Mr. Pilot, Dak, give me a piloting check for initiative.
All right. Yeah, I'll take.
You do get a D6 on top of that. to give you
Oh,
guidance.
look at that. What is yeah, 1 second.
At least I think it would apply to that. I'm not sure.
What's that?
Oh, I gave him guidance before all this, so I don't know if that'll actually work for this or not.
When? Because that
For
only
rolling
lasts a minute.
initiative. When he was just got off the comms with that other
Okay.
ship.
Then yeah, you can add that.
Okay.
It's
a
well,
D6.
does it? Can you usually use guidance on initiative to begin with?
I gave it to him before all of
Right,
this.
but on a
Nah, I mean, I don't think
I don't know.
technically. I
Yeah,
don't think
not
initiative.
really an
technically it's
initiative
check.
roll.
Usually, it's based off
okay.
of like your dex or whatever.
Okay.
It is a dex check initiative. I know that.
I
much,
was just
so-
gonna put that in there. It's an ability check,
Okay.
so
Oh yeah, you're
Whatever.
right. Yeah, go ahead and use it.
whatever you want to do with that.
Okay, well then we win.
Well, I think-
I'd roll at least a 1.
Well, I think
It's
you'd
only
win
5
anyways
versus
because
4.
you have the higher modifier, right? Is that how tiebreakers work?
Typically, I think, yeah.
Ah,
We both rolled
Works
24s.
however the DM says it works.
Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't have. I was gonna look up the stats. Okay, so yeah, we'll give it to you guys. Just give me. Oh no, 25 is what I meant. All right. So Dak, you're able to kind of maneuver yourself into at least initially advantageous position to knowing that it looks like these guys are definitely going to engage, and you need to deal with that. So you can, as essentially captain of the ship, call out to your companions at what you might want help out to do. You guys can. Alright, you guys should be able to control the ship. There's not really going to be any movement, but just for the stats here. And so we'll go. What did I say? 30 will be your hull points. Sorry, red will be your hull points, which is 30. Shields in green is 15, and blue is your AC, which is 13 for you guys, based on your parameters. And okay. Dak, you're
All
up.
right. Okay. Yeah, I guess knowing the pirate sort of MO here, probably they're going to try to attack us without too much conversation. Dak will go ahead and do an offensive maneuver to move into a better firing position for Lan to take an attack. So that would be a piloting check against their piloting check, right?
Yep.
All right.
$13 over here. All right, so you are able to get somewhat of a jump on them, which will give Lan advantage on your next attack. Krellin and Valen, what are you guys doing?
Do you need proficiency to be the mechanic,
No.
like of any kind?
No, you don't need to. It just, I mean, it obviously helps based on the skill, but...
Yeah. I was assuming Krellin was just going to continue as the operator, but...
Correct.
Okay. So I guess Valen can either stand behind the two and give guidance as needed, or he can take up the mechanic's role.
Yeah, that, Dak, give me a intelligence check. Oh. Okay.
I'm focused on the flying here.
Actually, before you rolled that, I was gonna take that back anyway. So I was just gonna say that you know your companion's decent enough that, you might suggest that Krellin and Valen switch places. Krellin might have a little bit better luck back with the mechanics, and Valen has, through the Force, very perceptive and may work better on in operations. But of course, that's up to them.
So, question: is it based on like our perception or the ships, or how does
Your
stuff like
own.
that work? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume Valen's not good at intelligence-based things.
I mean, he has a he doesn't, I think, have
I guess,
any proficiencies
yeah, Krellin is
in there.
expertise. I did notice that, so I think it's almost a wash. 5, 6, 7, 8. It is a wash. Never mind. Perception's a wash, but Krellin, you have actually, I guess it's only 1 point difference to technology, so whatever.
Sure.
I have +2 to intelligence, so I mean, that's what I got for tech. Better than nothing. I can take over the mechanic.
Krellin will be he'll be cleaning up whatever mess he made in the engine room, and then Dak will say that, and then he'll go start preparing food, and then he'll ask Lan, what should we make for our guest? And then when Lan explains it to him, oh, okay. And then
Not that kind of guess, yeah. All right, so yeah, I guess Dak would, knowing he's gonna go into that offensive sort of thing, just say, hey, let's see if we can get the first shot on him, kind of indicating back to Krellin. Maybe we can overcharge the weapons, and maybe the operator can do something to help as well.
Wait, I thought Krellin was taking operator.
no, I wouldn't.
Nope, Krellin's gonna take mechanic, he said.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, then Valen will be the operator. And I think he'll probably try to interfere with the other Actually, since we've got advantage, yeah, actually he's gonna try to interfere with the enemy, try to stop them from hitting us. Seems like we have decent enough
Yep.
checks to our firepower and everything. We could probably get the shot off. So me adding anything to it's not really gonna help. But if we could stop them from shooting us, that helps twice.
Yep.
All right.
Sure
And
does.
Krellin, are you doing anything in the back?
Sure. I'll do the shields. Reduce the damage
Okay.
coming to us.
Okay. All right. So, the
Nice.
yeah. So that's a +5 reduction.
Oh.
Balin, you can go ahead and do. Give me your perception check. Okay. So you get -1 on the attack roll incoming, and then
okay.
Yeah, a -5 to the incoming damage for Krellin's. And then Lan, you are able to go ahead and take your shot. The gun on your ship does have 2 different attacks. This one is a 1d8 plus. I think it's actually. It's not. It's whatever in the ship channel attack bonus.
1d8 plus 3?
Yeah, +3. So. Sorry, d20 +5 is your attack bonus. And actually, I think you get... It's 5. I think that's...
Yeah, it says +5 is the attack bonus.
I don't remember if I threw in the like proficiency there. I think... Strength, Dex... Nope, that's right, +5. Okay, yep. That includes your proficiency.
Okay.
Oh, his 2 for his personal 2. Okay.
Well, +3 hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Blast him. And you get to roll it again with advantage.
Yeah, roll it one more time. Just in case.
Crit him.
All right.
No.
So, first shot goes off, and 17 definitely gets through, causing some, getting a heavy hit on their shields, reducing that. So go ahead and give me damage on that. 1d8 plus 3. All right, 6 points to their shields. And you notice on this ship that that's a pretty solid hit to their shields. They flicker pretty heavily. Seemingly, they must have a lighter shield output. So go ahead and another shot. An advantage on this one as well. You can go 2d20 KH.
Oh,
That's
crap,
all
I
right.
forgot
We can
to
just
put
do
the
it. Yeah, KH1, I think it would be. But so that would be a 16. So a 21, 16 hits anyway. All right. So yeah, give me damage. Very nice. All right, so 1621, that's not going to help. And the what was your other one? A 17? Should have done it from that. Yeah, actually. Okay, the pilot's gonna make an evade attempt on your first attack. So as a reaction. Nice. So it's actually gonna take 5 points off of that. So your first one is actually gonna miss. So we'll take that damage back, which was 6. Okay, but your second hit goes off and hits. That's still a solid hit. You can tell their shields are definitely not doing too well from that hit. All right.
Did you see that barrel roll he did? That was sick.
So
try spinning, Jack. That's a good trick.
Yeah. We head over to the BT7, and they will begin. Yeah, they're going to. They're gonna go ahead and try and. Pilot's gonna go ahead and do a maneuver themselves. So, Dak, go ahead, give me a piloting check. Oh my gosh, look at these rolls. Where are they at when I want them?
I assume you will win this roll.
Okay, so advantage on their attacks, and they will go ahead and do that.
Doesn't matter if you put a number in front of it, does it?
For what?
When you roll the... No, okay. That's next. Usually I type in roll 1d20, and that one just said roll d20, so like it didn't like glitch it out and make it like a 20.
Oh, no. Yeah, D20 works. It just does, yeah. Like, yeah, otherwise it would be like...
Well, it says going back, you had like 3
it would just,
of those, like,
it would just show a number like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's got the number symbol. Yeah. So, this isn't Rick's style cheating.
Yeah, did something just like get screwed up there?
All right, so with a 19, that's gonna get through your guys'
Well, there's also
AC.
the...
I
They
think
have
I
the
did the -1, but that's still gonna hit us, I think.
Yes, you're right. So, yep, that's still gonna hit. So the reduction goes off, and then damage coming in.
I can take the evade, right?
Yes, you'll get one of those. So if you want to do that, you can.
All right, yep, go and do that. Jeez, nope.
All right, and then Krellin, you took off 5 points to this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to add the modifier to that. So 7 points to your shields. And then they will attack again, still at advantage. And the interfere is going to, I think, still apply. I think that's what I'm going to kind of roll with. But that's still going to get through. This one will... Yeah, we'll have to see about reducing it on both of them. 2 points. 2 more points to your shields.
All right.
And they did their actions, so they're not going to recover shields. They should have. All right, over to you guys.
I will just end up doing the same thing to try and protect us.
Valen will quickly turn to Dak. Like, what do you want me to do? Boost our attack or take away from theirs?
Mechanic is going to get the recover shields action, and then actually shields is going to become a reaction. Krellin, if you kind of stick in this deployment, but yeah, I think that just kind of made more sense. So
Okay. So have Krellin do a tech check for the shields.
yes, and I think technology works. So if that's what you want to do. You can recover shields, or he can boost weapons. Those would be his 2 actions.
I would like to recover shields.
Okay, give me a technology check.
Oh.
All right. Krellin is in the back, just trying to figure out what's going on. There's sticky alcohol on some of the things, so he's not able to get that boosted up.
Wonder how it got there. Who could have put it there?
Damn it, Valen.
Closet alcoholic.
Yeah, I guess I would tell Valen, keep interfering with them. I think we can, as long as we can avoid their hits, I think we can take them down.
Sounds good. And Valen's gonna quickly hit a bunch of things and try to do something to scramble their targeting solution or whatever.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So you
Valen's like, oh,
unfortunately
come on,
are not
man. I
able
can do better
to.
than that. Can you use inspiration on that?
You can, yeah.
He's like, I know I can do better. Just give me a second. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. His hands are flying over the controls, seeing the best he can do.
Use
And-
the force, baby.
That's all he's got right now.
All right. So you get at least 1 point of reduction in their attacks.
Better than nothing.
Could help, yes. Dak, were you doing anything?
Yeah, I will. Okay, so since we moved the shields, I won't worry about that. So either be offensive or defensive. Yeah, we'll go ahead and seeing how we put a good chunk into them with Land's last shot, doing a offensive maneuver. This will be a piloting check.
All right, I would say that they kind of, as if it's an opposing check, they'll succeed on this, unfortunately, since you initiated it. So, unfortunately, that means that you have disadvantage on your attack. So, Lan, you are up, but you have disadvantage on your attacks as your pilot gets a little squirrely.
Be the first time.
I was gonna ask about using guidance, but I didn't cast it. Nope, that's probably still hit though.
All right, yeah, so that actually does still hit. So give me a damage. Good hit there. That's gonna be 6. Some solid hits. Go ahead and roll. Let's see. Sorry, he's gonna reaction evade that first one. Remember that I have that option too. Piloting check. And will not evade it, so that still goes through. Second one will miss, will not go through. All right. Over to them. They will recover shields this time.
So your actions are recovering shields or doing one of the maneuvers as a pilot? You can still attack,
no,
right?
we moved the
shields
recover
went to
shield back to
mechanic. So pilot can do the 2 maneuvers and then has the evade reaction.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Are you asking in general or in regards to an
Yeah, just
NPC as
general.
well?
Just-
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
So they get some shield back. You guys see the flicker of the shield kind of cover back over the ship a little bit. It still looks pretty rough. It's not there, but it is there at least. And then they will then they'll take a couple attacks. -1 to these. First one coming at you. That do math right? Yes, it did. Okay. 21 to hit. Definitely gonna get through. Pilot, anything? 21 to hit on the first one, so.
Okay. No, I guess I'll
I'll
say that was probably
Yeah, you can realize that.
probably not gonna be able to evade that one. That was dead on.
All right. Second one shot comes in as a 19, which you will technically not be able to evade either.
Oh, really? Oh, because the best I can do is minus
Yeah,
5.
because you guys are at, which would get you down to 14, and you guys are at a 13.
Ah, right.
Plus- Okay, so first attack comes in with 11 points of damage, dropping your shields, and the damage carries over, so 5 points from your hull, and then the second shot, 7. So 7 off your hull, 7 more off your hull. And then over to you guys.
Need to recover some shields.
Indeed.
We gonna die.
That would be Krellin, I guess, with a technology check, right? For the shields. Or did you say that was going to be a reaction, or still an action for the shield recovery?
The recovery is an action. The
Okay.
shield boost was going to be a reaction.
Okay.
So I
What are our
guess
shields at?
So I guess could he have taken the shield boost reaction then on?
yeah, I think we got to figure that out. I guess he could have though. Yeah. We'll say for now yes. I don't know if that's too many reactions in this situation, but yes. So Krellin, as a reaction, you could boost the shields. So your shields action down there is a reaction now. So if you want, you can make a technology check and then reduce the damage on the attacks.
Okay, I will do that.
Very nice. So you guys get 8 points back, and that's gonna be. Is that gonna put your shields back? No, it won't. 26. Nope. Okay. Yep. You're right there. All right. So now it's on your turn. So Krellin, you can, as an action, recover your shields. That is another technology check.
Okay. Oh.
Alrighty. So you guys get +4 to your shield. All right. Captain, oh captain.
Oh, all right.
Same deal as before.
Yeah. This time, Dak is going to, if he can, tap into the force to give himself a little bit better piloting check with some guidance on himself.
All right. You're doing offensive again?
Yeah.
Alrighty. That yeah, you will succeed as you outmaneuver your opponent, getting in a beneficial position for your gunner. And Valen, anything?
I'm gonna do the best I can to interfere with their targeting us again. See if I can minimize that. So 16. So
Okay, so -2.
-2.
All right, from their next rolls. Okay, and then Lan, you can go ahead and fire away if you like.
Give him hell, Lan.
Nice. All right, so yeah, so just double the die, not the modifier when you roll that. So it'd be 2d8 + 3. Nice. And yeah, they definitely can't evade that. So that's massive. So you look out, you see the ship looking pretty rough at this point. You can go ahead and, if you want, fire off your second shot. Nice.
That a boy, Lan.
All right. Yeah, this thing is you know, if it could in space, in Star Wars it would. It's smoking. It looks looks very, very bad. And it knows that, you know, he can't evade either of those attacks. Those were some very precision targeted attacks. So switching over to the other side, the comm comes in. You see him. It looks like he, you know, they maybe kind of back off a little bit, and you get a call coming in and says, all right, Mr. Jorn, you win this time. We'll be on our way. Just remember, next time, and we'll have our cargo.
We'll see about that.
And the comm goes, clicks off through static, and you see the ship begin to pull away. Any reactions?
Well, Dak really doesn't like these pirates trying to hijack their cargo, bring back bad memories. So I'll go ahead and go into offensive maneuver again. take the 4, so it'd be the 16. So I guess I would have.
My 17 was something else. So.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, just kind of go into firing position again to see if they do in fact take off, or if they try to.
So yeah,
trick us.
given that we're doing kind of abstract movement here, the ship did, basically pull away. So it is pulling away. You guys see a little bit of flicker of the shield regenerate, but the ship has basically disengaged.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Just kind of leave the ship sort of in a defensive sort of posture to make sure that they continue to get out of there.
Okay.
Don't try some shady pirate tricks.
Yeah. You just kind of get back onto your normal course that you were going, and you do see these pirates sputter off among the stars, limping away with their very hurt ship.
All right.
Valen will turn to Dak. Just, did you really want to let them go?
Well, not especially, but I also don't want them to start calling some more friends before we destroyed them and ended up dealing with more. So I'd rather just get this delivery done.
Probably a wise course of action.
Because if it was a member of the Brotherhood, they don't always work alone, so they could have easily call for some friends to show up and catch us off guard.
True enough. Were these the same people that stole your ship?
No, I don't think so. I'd recognize my old partner's voice, I'm sure, if it was him.
Very well. You're the captain, Captain.
Alright, so I guess I'll punch in the course to continue us on our way for this delivery.
Alrighty. So, with a little bit of time on your side now, you're able to get systems kind of regenerated, recharged, and whatnot. Shields back online. You still got some, overall physical damage and whatnot that'll have to get taken care of. You make your delivery, and something that Rena has, become accustomed to, lending out the ship to you guys, coming home not without a scratch, and you're able to make the delivery, head back to Kalarin, back to Rena's transport service, and she comes out to greet you as you land, and then just kind of with a heavy smirk on her face, but shaking her head as she sees the ship come in, and says, "Trouble again, boys?"
Well, you know how it is out there in the asteroid belt. The pirates seem to be everywhere you turn out there.
Yeah, that's one of the challenges of my line of work, but you all have proven yourselves quite capable of dealing with that. I think mostly cosmetic. It looks like you ran into this time around, so nothing we can't take care of.
Say, Rena, have you ever thought of getting a ventral turret installed on this thing as well? Up that firepower a little bit?
Well, it's we don't often come into these situations, but
we do. We do a lot.
Yeah, it seems that way. You guys kind of just really attract that kind of attention. So I would say that perhaps that's a question for yourselves. If you would like to get another turret on the ship, you guys have done very well for me, and as far as I'm concerned, Spry Hunter is yours. I can store it here at the transport station if you need the docking bay, And I might just for the lodging fee, maybe just another quick job here and there, but otherwise, this can be your vessel. We'll get her cleaned up, and if you do want to make some modifications, such as adding some more firepower or whatnot, we can help you out with that.
Balin looks approvingly, but he'll look to the rest of the group. Like, does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me. Having our own ship to get around definitely would come in handy, and definitely more than happy to keep doing some work for you, Rena, for when it comes up.
Seems more than fair.
I'm in.
Any objections, Krellin? Do you like the color?
Owen thinks back to he desecrated the ship recently and internally thinks it's probably best she never steps foot on it again. If she did, she would not give us the ship. He'll just sort of silently nod, looking at the ship.
Could you have maybe one of the mechanics go and check out the engine room and just make sure everything's up to snuff? It never know what might have happened back there with Krellin.
She just gives a chuckle and says, "Yes, we'll definitely do it once over. Make sure it's in fine working condition before we officially hand it over, and yeah, let me know about any additions you guys would like to make. We can see about arrangements for that."
What does that extra turret cost? Do you know anybody that can maybe make it cheaper and still do a good quality job?
Well, we'll see what we can do. Unfortunately, in these times of war, some of that stuff is hard to come by. So
I see.
We'll do what we can.
Maybe I can talk to the Jedi and see if there's something they can appropriate for us. I mean, after all, and who knows when the war comes here? We need every ship prepared, right?
Well, I don't know if we're signing up the Spry Hunter for the wartime vessel just yet.
Well, I mean, if they can script us, we don't really have a choice.
Oh, there's always a choice. Ain't nobody telling Dak Jorn what to do.
Yeah, but what if somebody implanted like a chip in your head that made you do whatever they wanted you to?
They ain't gonna recruit a bunch of 40-year-olds.
That's right, we're too old. We're too old.
Yeah, we're too old for
service now.
Yeah.
Sorry, we missed the cutoff by like 10 years. Man.
You guys
Valen, however.
Damn it.
Just a baby at 18.
You're gonna make me a general and shove me in front of a bunch of troops. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I've got a lot to think about.
We're part of a democratic republic. Only an empire would do something like that. And I mean, the republic stood for 25,000 years. No way it would fall. Don't be preposterous.
I like your optimistic attitude, Krellin.
Of course. You know me.
There's almost no way you could be wrong.
I'm never wrong.
You guys contemplate the future of yourselves amongst the war, now with a new vessel to your names, to utilize in your travels going forward, and can head off the rest of the day or evening to do as you please. Maybe with the curious virus of Tilnes still on your minds, but knowing that you potentially did help out with that, and that's where we end tonight.
There's a Dak will go over to the land and say, "Been a rough day. I could use a drink. How about you?"
You're buying.
That's what it's
And perfect.
You got it.
Krellin walks over with 3 flasks.
Oh, yes. Good stuff. Awesome, guys. Good session. Yeah, so we're all set there. We will pick up next week with a new episode of Fun. And, yeah, we'll continue to tweak these starship rules. So, Krellin, are you proficient in... What's your weapon proficiencies?
I can. It's a long list, but basically, simple blasters, simple vibro weapons.
Anything martial?
Yeah.
Okay.
For my species, I have like sniper rifle and stuff.
Okay, that's fine. I think that's borrowing a little bit from the existing rules. I know it's. I think if you're at least proficient in one martial weapon, you get to add your proficiency. And this is up to you guys. In character or out of character. But most efficient deployments would probably be Krellin on the guns in that case, and then Lan, your technology would probably be real good back in, mechanic, whatnot. So, but again, that's up to you guys, both in and out of character, however you want to run that if you want. And then definitely plan on adding some other extra things to this as we go on. Because I don't know how often it'll come up, but still something I just have a little bit.
Yeah, because Lan, you've got like a plus, like crazy high, like tech check, don't you?
Yeah, I've got a good tech score.
So, Krellin actually does not have proficiency in anything technology related. So like even like all the operator stuff that I've done for the rest of the campaign, like there's no proficiency. He's just like, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So back there, that was
like
quite. That was quite literally the best effort you could have ever given.
Yes. And he doesn't even know what he did.
What is your technology bonus?
Me?
No, for Lan, sorry.
Oh.
Mine's +6.
+6, okay.
Yeah, because he's he's proficient, yeah.
Because
And actually,
shields or...
Lan's the only one with technology proficiency.
I mean, I'll probably get it at some point, because, like, in character, Krellin has been spending a lot of time doing the various technological things around the ship, and he'll eventually pick it up.
I didn't pick it up, because usually every time I do it, it's like everybody has it. So I was like, it's just a redundant skill. So I didn't take it.
I was like, well, he's Sherlock Holmes. He doesn't need technology. I mean, he's not really Sherlock Holmes. He's more like Shaggy, but...
It's like Star Wars version of Sherlock Holmes might need technology.
Alrighty, good deal, guys. Cool. Thanks again, and we will we'll see you all in a week. So have a good rest of your nights.
All right.